Russia on March 4 said that its forces had hit Ukraine's U.S.-made fighting vehicles, while Ukraine said it had attacked Russian battlefields, according to their latest updates, as the Russia-Ukraine conflict has lingered on for 2 years. The Russian Defense Ministry said in a war report that the Russian troops continue to attack the Ukrainian army's active forces and equipment in various directions, including Kupiansk, Donetsk, Kherson, and Avdiivka. It destroyed 2 tanks, including an Abrams main battle tank, provided by the United States to the Ukrainian army, 4 infantry fighting vehicles, including 3 U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, armored vehicles, howitzers, and the HIMARS multiple rocket launcher system. It also struck Ukraine's ground control station of unmanned aerial vehicles, UAV, and other equipment and facilities, downing multiple drones. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine said that 60 combat engagements took place in the past 24 hours, with the Ukrainian Air Force launching attacks on multiple Russian personnel and military equipment concentration areas, as well as UAV control stations. Also, Russian officials said 38 drones had been shot down. The Kerch Bridge, which connects Crimea with Russia, was temporarily closed. The attack comes as Ukraine continues to urge allies to boost arms supplies. Russian troops have recently made gains in Ukraine as Kyiv struggles to sustain its forces with Western-made arms. Moscow took control last month of the key eastern town of Avdiivka. Meanwhile, Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, says Ukraine is part of Russia, as he rules out peace talks with the current Ukrainian leadership. In a bellicose speech at a youth festival in the southern city of Sochi, Medvedev said Russia would prosecute what it calls its special military operation until the other side capitulated. The former president and prime minister said what he called historical parts of Russia should return home. Medvedev spoke in front of a map of Ukraine, which showed the country as a much smaller landlocked slice of territory, squeezed up against Poland, with Russia in complete control of its east, south, and Black Sea coast. Medvedev said, one of Ukraine's former leaders said at some point that Ukraine is not Russia. He said, that concept needs to disappear forever. Ukraine is definitely Russia. Medvedev said peace talks would not be possible with the current Ukrainian leadership, led by President Volodymyr Zelensky. He said any future Ukrainian government that wants talks would need to recognize what he called the new reality on the ground. Commenting on East-West relations, Medvedev, who accused us special forces and military advisors of waging war against Russia, said ties between Moscow and Washington were worse than during the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis.